Welcome back to the show, you beautiful listeners. I'm sure by now you have all listened to this past weekend's 104th episode titled Screaming into the Void, which was supposed to be in episode 1 and a teaser of what we had planned in the near future for the Patreon page. Part of that was because one of our patrons asked to do an episode, and I obliged them with a whole new podcast about our other love, music. But the problem there lies the episode title. I accidentally named it episode 104 when it's really about to disappear in a week because it was a Patreon only episode. So from here on out, I will be creating a new podcast account for those episodes, which now means that this episode is now titled 104. We apologize about the mix-up and confusion and hope you continue to enjoy our weekly audio content. Now, with that out of the way, let me introduce you to the show. Welcome to another episode of From Under the Apron. We are so excited for this weekend's premium live event, Money in the Bank, which means it's time for our champions to watch their backs once again. Here with me to talk about predictions is the other patron on our Patreon page. I told her about the Patreon privileges, and she wanted her privilege to come on the show at least once a month to talk about the monthly premium live events. And she's not only a friend of the show, but she's a huge supporter since day one. You all know her. This is probably her fourth appearance on the show. She's already a co-host there. It's done and over with. Sara, welcome back.
Thank you. I'm so glad to be here.
Co-host
I'm
Sara, how
excited
you
for this
been?
episode.
You're
I'm
excited.
good.
I'm glad
Yes.
you are. Before we begin, as always, follow us on our socials and support us from Under the Apron on Instagram, Spotify, and YouTube. Apron_stories on the Twitter. More info on the links on where you can listen or watch in the show notes. Listen to us on Apple, Spotify, or any other audio media you can listen to podcasts on. Make sure to rate us and leave us a review. And if you feel you want to do a little more, support us on the Patreon. Become a top tier patron, and I will shout you out at the end of every episode. Give you patron privileges like our friend Sara here and like our friend Bavel on the other episode. Go to patreon.com/ From Under the Apron podcast for more information on that. The link will be in the show notes. Money in the Bank will take place on Saturday, July 1st, 2023 at the O2 Arena in London, England. This will be the first Money in the Bank to be held outside of the United States, as well as WWE's first major event to be held in London since Insurrection in May 2002, and England in general since Insurrection in June 2003. It will also be the first Money in the Bank to live stream on Binge in Australia. Are you excited, Sara?
I am so excited.
That is great to hear. I love that you're
Yeah.
excited. I love that we're all ready for Money in the Bank again. This Saturday, I can't wait. At noon. Let's go down to the matches. Here's the first one. The first one is a Money in the Bank ladder match for the men's championship match contract. It has Ricochet, Shinsuke Nakamura, LA Knight, Santos Escobar, Butch, Damian Priest, and Logan Paul.
Boo.
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 The qualifying matches for the men's Money in the Bank ladder matches began on the May 29th episode of Raw. Ricochet and Shinsuke Nakamura became the first and second qualified entrants by defeating The Miz and Bronson Reed, respectively. LA Knight then qualified by defeating Montez Ford on the June 2nd episode of SmackDown. The next qualifying matches occurred on the following week's SmackDown, where Santos Escobar and Butch qualified by defeating Mustafa Ali and Baron Corbin, respectively. Damian Priest then defeated Matt Riddle in the final qualifying match on the June 12th episode of Raw. On the following week's Raw, however, our boo guy, Logan Paul, in his first appearance as Night 1 of WrestleMania 39, revealed that after talking with WWE executives, he would also be competing in the match. So basically, the dude didn't do anything to qualify for the match. He just asked, hey, can I be in it?
Which is BS.
Right?
I do not believe that he should just be able to slide right in there and I hope that they don't let him win. And if
Oh,
they do, I've always said I hope his cash in is unsuccessful.
cash-in is unsuccessful. There's been a lot of
Yeah,
unsuccessful cash-ins in
if
the
he
past,
wins, yeah.
but like I doubt he's gonna win. This is the first ladder match that is not what's his face in. Hold on, I gotta look for him. Jason Waller. This is the first ladder match that Jason Waller is not in for some reason. Like, why wasn't he in? Like, perhaps he could have been in Logan Paul's place, or
Oh
maybe
yeah.
he will get added in later. Because 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7
Well,
participants. Why not make it
yeah.
an 8? Add in Jason Waller. We all know Jason Waller can go. He's been a part of past ladder matches on NXT. And here we are. Like, he's a part of SmackDown and he wasn't available?
Yeah, I
I
don't
don't know.
understand why he's not fighting more. You know,
Yeah.
he just keeps doing his show and that's it.
Yeah, we need more Jason Waller wrestling. Like,
Grayson
getting
Waller.
Grayson? Jason?
Yeah,
Grayson Waller.
no, Grayson
I
Waller.
forget. I keep thinking it's Jason for some reason. I don't know.
No, it's Grayson.
Alright, so besides Logan Paul, I
We'll
know
edit that
you
part
don't.
out. No.
Nah, it's too late. We'll leave it there. Besides Logan Paul, like, I know we don't want him to win. Who do you think? Who are we going
I
for here?
think they're gonna. I think it's gonna be LA Knight.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. Like, I heard so much through the crowd there on Twitter, everybody on that's the whole social media. They want LA Knight. Yeah, let me talk to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because I mean, he's a really good wrestler.
Yeah, he's a
You
really
know,
good
I
talker.
mean, not. He's a good talker too. Yeah, and I think any of these except for Logan Paul, deserve it because they're all really good wrestlers. They've
Right.
actually been giving them quality matches and not just making them lose. They're actually giving these guys a platform to have good matches. You know? So I think anybody but Logan Paul, but I really think LA Knight.
Remember the Royal Rumble?
Yeah.
Ricochet on one side, Logan Paul on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
They jump up
Yeah.
and they do this cross body block on each other.
Yes.
To know that there's a Ricochet and Logan Paul again in a ladder match, that's what I can't wait to see. Just like
Yeah.
to see them both go at it and then have a ladder involved. I can't wait for that.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be magic. Shinsuke Nakamura, he's gold. Santos Escobar, of course, LWO. Butch from Sheamus Squad. What are they? The
Brawling
fighter
Brutes.
Brawling Brutes. Like, he'll probably break some fingers. Poor Logan. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Damien
I
Priest,
think
of
they're gonna
course,
light
gonna
him
stay.
up.
They're gonna
You know
light
what I mean?
Logan Paul up. Yeah. Like, we
They
don't know what's
are.
gonna happen. And from what I hear, Friday Night SmackDown is gonna go live in London. So
Yeah.
we still don't know what's gonna happen there. So if anything happens, like the next few nights after that, the results, I'm just gonna like talk about it.
Hi, everyone. This is JJ, the co-founder of Good Pods. If you haven't heard of it yet, Good Pods is like Goodreads or Instagram, but for podcasts. It's new, it's social, it's different, and it's growing really fast. There are more than 2 million podcasts, and we know that it is impossible to figure out what to listen to. On Good Pods, you follow your friends and podcasters to see what they like. That is the #1 way to discover new shows and episodes. You can find Good Pods on the web or download the app. Happy listening.
What is up? This is Fuck It, Let's Talk with your host, Christine. Monthly, I'll be here to discuss the ups and woes of parenting and explore topics with other parents, or not parents, in hopes of finding a little sanity. Just a warning, the keyword here is puke. Eventually you'll get it. So come join me where we explore honest takes on parenting and life. Don't forget to follow on Spotify or subscribe wherever else the podcast is available. Be sure to check out the polls on Anchor, where you can also show some support if it tickles your fancy. And if you want more, head on over to the newsletter, F It Let's Talk on WordPress. I look forward to chatting with you. Fuck it. Let's talk.
The next match is for the Money in the Bank ladder match for a women's championship contract. Zelina Vega, Becky Lynch, Zoe Stark, Bailey, Io Sky, and old ass Trish Stratus.
Yep.
So let me just say that match between Trish Stratus and Raquel Rodriguez, when Raquel clotheslined Trish Stratus.
I know. Oh my gosh. I'm like, either she's that powerful or she played that real good.
She turned her inside out.
I'm going with Raquel's that powerful. I'm like, she knocked her block off.
She knocked her out. Zoe Stark and Trish Stratus in the same match. One of them will probably help the other. Zelina Vega, sure, coming in with the chancla. Becky Lynch, the man, she has done this before. Bailey in there with Io Sky. So it's going to be like women tagging with women to get the other off. Like Zelina and Becky Lynch, maybe not. Maybe so.
No.
But it might work.
No. Yeah. I think if like they're going to be like tagging, yeah, maybe those two will tag up because the other four are going to tag up with each other.
Right. Oh shit, forgot to say this. Qualifying matches for the women's Money in the Bank ladder match began on June 2nd episode of SmackDown with Zelina Vega defeating Lacey Evans to be the first qualified entrant. The next qualifying matches occurred on the June 5th episode of Raw, where Becky Lynch and Zoe Stark defeated Sonya Deville and Natalya, respectively. Damage Control's Bailey and Io Sky then qualified by defeating Mia Yim and Shotzi, respectively, on the June 9th episode of SmackDown. The last qualifying match occurred on June 19th episode of Raw, where Trish Stratus defeated Raquel Rodriguez by qualifying thanks to an accidental interference from the Lynch. Okay.
Yeah.
So who
I was like, I don't think Becky realized. I am picking Io Sky.
Io? Really?
Yes, because she's good. I've always liked her. When I watched her in NXT, she's amazing. She's crazy, but she's amazing.
All right. What if Io Sky?
Io Sky is gonna. If Bailey is in the ring with her, she's gonna turn on her.
She's gonna turn on Bailey.
Only for the fact to get that briefcase. She's not gonna let Bailey, win it if she has anything to do with it.
So we're getting an Io Sky versus Asuka match.
Yeah. Yeah, because I don't think she's going to go. I don't think she's going to cross over. Well, no, I take that back. No, I don't think it's going to be Asuka. I think it'll be
Rhea.
Io and Rhea, yeah.
Okay. I see it. I'm looking at everyone here.
It should be Asuka.
Becky
because they yeah. But I think it would be good to see Asuka and Io Sky. That would be a good match.
Yeah. All right.
But I think she would go after Rhea.
Here, I don't think Becky or Trish are going to go through it. Becky Lynch and Trish Stratus still haven't finished business. Zoe Stark will probably help out Trish Stratus and just beat on Becky some more. So I'm thinking Zelina Vega, Bailey, or Io Sky. Io Sky is my pick as well. Next match, Cody Rhodes versus Dominic Mysterio. Okay. On the June 5th episode of Raw, The Miz hosted a Miz TV segment with Cody Rhodes as a special guest. And during the segment, Miz introduced Judgment Day's Dominic Mysterio and SmackDown Women's Champion Rhea Ripley as his other special guest, where Dominic taunted Rhodes, stating that Rhodes was a bad father and that he should be home with his baby daughter. Rhodes then proclaimed that Dominic's father, Rey Mysterio, made some terrible mistakes, one of which was having Dominic as his son. That dug deep. Dominic then feigned leaving the ring, only to return and slap Rhodes in the face. The following week, during the presentation in which Ripley's SmackDown Women's Championship became the Women's World Championship, Rhodes interrupted and challenged Dominic to a match at Money in the Bank, which Ripley accepted on his behalf. Mommy getting all like, you know what? He accepts.
He was like, okay. He was kind of like, okay, I accept this.
I'm saying Cody. There's no way.
Yeah.
Like, this is
the only way
win, right?
that Dominic is winning is if Rhea interferes and they don't see.
Yeah, I don't see Dominic winning at all. Like, I don't see Cody Rhodes losing at all. Basically, you're like, dude, this is your Codyverse right here. You're not gonna lose to Dominic. Dominic is just like a filler right now for some reason. In the Judgment Day, everybody else wins except for Dominic. He's the one that like messes up the entire stable. So Cody.
Yeah, I say Cody too. Of course.
Right. Of course. Next match: Seth freaking Rollins versus Finn Balor for the World Heavyweight Championship. My goodness, a rematch from the last time they faced was the Universal Championship. Seth Rollins says that he wanted the Demon Finn Balor, so we'll have to wait and see if that even happens. On the May 8th episode of Raw, Seth freaking Rollins defeated Finn Balor in the semifinals of a tournament for the inaugural World Heavyweight Championship, which Rollins ultimately won at Night of Champions on May 27th. On the next episode of Raw, Rollins was victorious in a tag team match against Judgment Day members Balor and Damian Priest. This led to a title match the following week, where Rollins retained against Priest. Following the match, Balor and Rollins came face to face. On the June 12th episode, Balor called out Rollins and recalled the SummerSlam in 2016 when he defeated Rollins for the inaugural Universal Championship. Rollins injured him in the match, which caused him to vacate the title the following day and derailed his career. Balor claimed that he would be doing the same to Rollins at Money in the Bank by taking away the World Heavyweight Championship from him. Rollins then accepted Balor's challenge for his title at Money in the Bank. I can't wait for this match.
I know.
Like, I am so hyped for this at all. I'm going with Seth Rollins, of course. Damian Priest tries to interfere, but Finn, says no. Like, leave it alone. I love the interaction between them, Finn and Damian. That if Damian wins, would he cash in on Finn? And Damian said no. Like, what about you? If we were in the opposite thing, would you cash it on me? Finn was like, no. I was like, nah, man, don't worry about it. But if it's not Damian Priest, it might be JD McDonough. And lately, Finn Balor and JD have been talking to each other backstage, and like the rest of Judgment Day is all like, hey, what's going on between you two? So, like, Finn Balor trained JD McDonough back in a few years ago to wrestle. So it's like, that's probably the whole thing that's going on. It's like, we'll probably get to see that.
Do you think he'll be the newest member?
I think he'll be the newest member for sure. Like, pick somebody out of the group and bring him in.
Kick Dominic out.
Kick Dominic out, and then like Rhea's like, sorry, Dom. Mommy gets what she wants. And then that whole stable is just like nothing but Irish, Australian, and Puerto Rican. And Dom is
Yep.
just like, what about me? Like, nope.
We're tired of you.
You gotta go, buddy. You gotta go.
Yep. And Rhea should riptide him.
Right? Yeah, that'd be funny.
That would be awesome.
All right, who's the winner for this match?
Oh,
Seth Rollins.
yeah, I think, yeah.
Seth Rollins.
I think it's going to be Seth.
All right, let's go with Seth Rollins. Nothing against Finn Balor. I want to see him succeed also, but
yeah,
like,
I think I would be cool with either one.
I'd be cool with
so
either
I'm
one.
kind of like, yeah.
I just want to see Demon Finn Balor one more time, and that wasn't like the whole thing with Edge. Like, Edge dominated that match at WrestleMania and like almost killed him with that ladder
14
to the head.
stitches.
What was it, 13? 14?
14 stitches.
14 stitches.
Yeah.
Staples. 14 staples to the head. This poor guy.
Yeah.
Like, get a redemption out here and do this. Like, lately he's been doing a lot, like, intense stuff. Hitting the coup de grace on Rollins, like, multiple times. Like, how do you go up the top of the table and just hit him with that and with your feet? That's funny as hell. So, yeah, I can't wait for that. Next match, which I just watched SmackDown this past weekend and finally realized this. Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler versus Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. Tag team match for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship to unify the belts against the NXT girls.
Which is stupid.
Which now means that whoever holds the Women's Tag Team Championship gets to go to Raw, SmackDown, and NXT to defend them.
I know. I think it's dumb because the NXT Women's Championship, the Tag Team Champions, is only like maybe 2 years old.
Yeah.
I'm like, they should have had them lose to somebody on NXT or vacate it like Indy Hartwell did and have a tournament so somebody can win those titles. They shouldn't have unified them. I think that's the dumbest thing ever.
During Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan's defense of the WWF Women's Tag Team Championship on the May 12th episode of SmackDown, Morgan legitimately injured her shoulder. We all saw that. On Raw the next week, Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler, in their first appearance since Night 2 of WrestleMania 39, attacked Rodriguez after their match, wanting a title regardless if Rodriguez defended it alone. However, on the May 19th episode of SmackDown, the championship was vacated because of Morgan's injury. A fatal four-way tag team match was scheduled for the May 29th episode of Raw to determine the new champions, where Rousey and Baszler won. On the June 23 episode of SmackDown, Rousey and Baszler defeated NXT Women's Tag Team Champions Alba Fire and Isla Dawn to unify the championships. Big mistake. During the match, Rodriguez was watching at ringside. As she walked away, Rousey called her out and asked why she was there. She said that she wanted a rematch for the title before introducing the returning Morgan. They had a stare down before Rousey and Baszler left the ring. The next day on SmackDown Lowdown, it was announced that Rousey and Baszler would defend the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship against Rodriguez and Morgan at Money in the Bank. Love that. So Rousey and Shayna Baszler have been vocal about staying the tag team champions for a little while because they want to, like, bring it up. They want to put focus on the belt. And of course, Rousey always talks about we're not even put in their women's, we're the tag team champions of the world. Like, same with the belt, the women's championship belt. She says she's the world champion. So, like, yeah, okay. So, she's been very vocal about this and keeping the tag team titles and putting focus on the tag team champion. I'm thinking they're gonna stay tag team champions for a little while because she got what she wanted, obviously. But Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan look like a solid tag team. Like, I love this tag
They
team.
do. They do.
The women of NXT, the tag teams there, they're good also. Like, I see them like giving them competition as well. I didn't like that Katana and Carter,
Uh-huh.
both of them lost immediately to them. Like,
Yeah.
oh, who the hell are you? I was like, dude, they've been NXT for a while. They've been a solid tag team. Katana, of course, is from American Ninja Warrior.
Yeah.
It escaped the name, but I know she's been a badass ever
Kaden
since.
Carter.
Yeah, and then Kaden is like awesome as hell.
Yeah.
So the other tag teams on NXT, the other tag teams on SmackDown, and then the other tag teams on Raw. Like, if you were to put like actual tag teams that will defeat Ronda and Shayna, they would have done something good. Even Chelsea Green and what was the other one name? Her partner
Sonya Deville.
Sonya Deville, they would have just done the same thing as well, and given a shot at Ronda and Shayna. So
You know,
yeah,
I don't like Ronda and Shayna, because all they do is, well, I take that back. I don't like Ronda Rousey. All she does is, she wants to, always submit everybody. She never fights. When she gets her butt kicked, that she rolls out and like rests while Shayna does all the dirty work.
That was the whole thing of WrestleMania, right? That she didn't do anything, and then at the last minute goes in there and does that. Everybody boos her. The arm bar, and that was it.
Or the ankle lock. I'm like, come on now, fight. If you're gonna be a wrestler, wrestle.
Wrestle, do something, please. Don't just sit there.
Nope.
I'm going with Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. Fuck all that. Like, I want them to win. Like, I don't want Ronda or Shayna at all.
No.
Like, they bring nothing to the table. They're just like, we're at submit. There, that's done. They don't know how to wrestle. They don't know how to fight. Shayna is fine. Like, she'll like destroy your body, destroy your arms and stuff.
Yeah. But I mean, she actually will get in there and wrestle and not just try to submit you, real quick, or punch you a couple times.
Right.
That's all Ronda does. I'm like, Shayna, she's a good fighter.
And Alba Fire is a good ass wrestler. She was.
They both are. I was really surprised because I didn't. When they were in NXT, I stopped watching.
Yeah.
So when I saw them actually competing, I was like, oh, okay. I see why they're the champions, NXT. But I'm like, give them, have them give, before they unified them. I'm like, have them lose or vacate the titles. You're on the main roster. You don't need to have the NXT belt.
And Alba Fire, longest NXT UK Women's Champion.
Mm.
She has that record of being the longest. I think 3 years. She was the UK's version of Roman Reigns.
Oh wow!
The forever champion.
Awesome. Yeah.
And then Isla Dawn is just crazy as hell. So
yeah,
like the hell, and then she loses to her. Like what?
Mm-hmm.
Give her that streak again on SmackDown or Raw.
Hi everyone, I'm Lisa.
And I'm Dawn.
And if you've ever watched a TV show and thought to yourself, oh my god, that season finale plot twist was absolutely bonkers.
Or seen a movie and thought, wow, I need to talk to somebody about this train wreck immediately.
Then we think you'll fit right in with our podcast, I Hate It, Let's Watch It. We watch TV shows like Riverdale and Emily in Paris.
And movies like Deep Water, Killer Sofa, Rubber, and Deadly Illusions. And we give them the total rinsing they deserve.
It's basically group therapy for movie masochists. So come check us out wherever you stream podcasts.
Gunther versus Matt Riddle for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. On the May 15 episode of Raw, Matt Riddle was competing in a battle royal to determine Gunther's next challenger for the Intercontinental Championship. During the match, by Gunther's order, his Imperial stablemates Ludwig Koiza and Giovanni Vinci attacked Riddle, causing him to be eliminated. This led to a 6-man tag team match for the next week against Imperium, where Riddle's team won. Their rivalry continued through the next episodes, and on the June 12th episode of Raw, after Riddle's Money in the Bank qualifying match, he was attacked by Kaiser and Gunther, and later Riddle tried to interfere in Gunther and Kaiser's undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship match, costing both men the titles. On the next episode, after Riddle defeated Kaiser, Gunther and Kaiser attacked Riddle once again, almost injuring his leg. On June 26th, Riddle challenged Gunther for his Intercontinental Championship at Money in the Bank, which Gunther accepted on the 9th episode of Raw. Gunther versus Matt Riddle, we're all going to win. Matt Riddle's chest going to be sore. Yeah, can't wait. Slap chop fest of the night. We're going to go through them. I'm going to count them just like I do every other match that Gunther is in. But of course, Gunther for the win. Like, Matt Riddle is great and all, but come on. Gunther's been longest reigning Intercontinental Champion now. Like, let's keep like that for a while. I love long reigning champion, you know?
Yeah.
We love longest reigning champions around here, you know? Case in point, our tribal chief.
That's right.
So, I'm saying, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. Gunther for the win.
Gunther's going to win.
Yeah.
And count the
It's going to be a really good fight, but it's going to be up.
This is the one where I'm going to be like, oh, it's going to be slobber knocker. No, don't say that anymore. It's going to be
a banger.
A banger. We're going to see a classic headbanger up here. That's the dog?
No. Sorry, it was a zipper.
I can hear it. I can hear your zipper. There you go.
Stop it.
You okay?
Yeah, no, my nail kit has a zipper on it, so that's what you heard.
Okay. All right. And fine, I don't even know if this is going to be the main event, but it's like put on last. Bloodline Civil War tag team match. The Bloodline, Roman Reigns and Solo versus the Usos, Jey and Jimmy Uso. In the main event of Night 1 of WrestleMania 39, the Usos, Jimmy and Jey, lost the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship and failed to regain them. The Bloodline, Usos, Solo Sikoa, ended up winning 6-man tag team match at Backlash, although there was friction between Sikoa and the Usos. On the following SmackDown, Reigns demanded that the Usos apologize for their loss and failure to regain the championship, and although Jimmy refused to apologize, Jey apologized on Jimmy's behalf. The Bloodline Special Counsel, Paul Heyman, the wise man, then announced that he was able to procure another tag team championship match for the Bloodline. However, instead of the Usos, it would be Reigns and Sikoa, which would take place at Night of Champions on May 27th. At the event, the Usos interfered in the match and accidentally attacked Sikoa with a super kick. This infuriated Reigns and eventually lambasted and shoved both Usos around. However, Jimmy retaliated by attacking Reigns, after which, along with Jey, they retreated. Reigns and Sikoa would ultimately lose the match. On the next episode of SmackDown, during a celebration for Reigns' achievement of reaching 1,000 days as Universal Champion, hell yeah, the Usos interrupted. Jimmy stated that he did what he did at Night of Champions to protect his family, specifically his brother Jey. Jimmy seemingly convinced Sikoa to join them against Reigns, and the Usos had apparently convinced Reigns that they should have stayed together as a family. Reigns then embraced Jimmy. However, Reigns rejected Jimmy's proposal, prompting Sikoa to attack Jimmy. On the next episode, Heyman tried to persuade Jey to stay in the Bloodline, while also getting him a United States Championship match. However, Jey said that if he stayed with the Bloodline, Heyman would have to leave. Then, on the championship match, Jey lost after Jimmy unintentionally attacked him. On the next episode, Reigns said to Jey that Heyman is a special counsel, not the Bloodline. Then, Heyman would not leave. After Jay seemingly sidelined with Reigns, he turned on him, choosing to stay by Jimmy's side. On the June 17th episode of SmackDown Lowdown, it was announced that the Usos would face Reigns and Sikoa at Money in the Bank in a Bloodline Civil War tag team match. They about to fight the family, brother. All
I
right.
hate this.
What's that? You hate it?
I said I don't like this.
I know.
Yep,
Yeah.
I hate it.
I hate it too, but
I would say I'm torn, because I'm like, I like the fact that, they brought out the fact that they don't need to be disrespected, so it's a respect thing.
yeah.
But I'm like, that's the tribal chief.
We're probably gonna get the
I'm
same.
like,
We're probably gonna get the same story from back in 2020 when Reigns
Yeah.
told Jay to fall in line,
yeah,
and
Oh,
he's
yeah.
gonna tell the same thing to Jay and Jimmy. All right, if I win this match, you're both falling in line again, and getting back in there, and we're gonna become a family again, the Bloodline, and all that
Yeah.
shit. But I'm thinking the Usos are gonna win, and they're gonna pin Solo for this, and then Roman's gonna get mad at Solo, but not kick him out, because lately he's just been doing that whole scared of Solo thing. Like he
Yeah.
bumped into Solo once, and then he looked at Solo's like, "I'm sorry."
Yeah. There it is.
He's-
Yeah. Exactly.
And Solo just stares at him like, "What's up, brother? What's going on?"
Yeah.
Like with his thumb up in the air, like ready to go. It's like, yeah. So if anybody's gonna turn on somebody, the other, it's gonna be Solo
Yeah.
on Reigns.
Yeah, because I've been looking at some of the sports page, like Sportspedia and WrestleMania,
Yeah.
and they both are like, if anybody can stop Roman, they're like, it's going to be Solo.
We're gonna get a Solo
that's a
championship
bit.
run. Of all the members of the Uso family, we're gonna get Solo for it. Solo's the one that's gonna topple Roman Reigns and win the championship. That is all right.
I don't know.
I'd rather it be Jay.
Yeah. Well, I think I don't know. I think they want it to be Jay, but all these rumor pages and stuff like that, they're always like, it's got to be Solo because he's the enforcer.
The enforcer, yeah.
But no. I love Roman as the champion, but I think if they're trying to push anybody, I think it would be Jay to be,
Yeah.
the bigger star, because out of the Usos, he's the baby.
Yeah. I
So
see
if,
it.
if he tries to, if they try to elevate him, that would be the push that he gets.
Yeah, I see it.
I don't know, but I don't know. I think you're right. If the Usos do win, they are going to pin Solo, because Roman's not going to lose, and he's going to say, "I didn't lose. I didn't lose. You lost. I didn't lose."
You lost.
Yeah.
I'm still tribal chief. I'm still head of the table. I'm still the universal champion. I'm still this. I love how Paul Heyman still continues to hold those belts.
I know.
It's like Roman
weird.
3 belts now.
Yeah, I know.
My tribal chief, I got these belts with me as trophies now. You know what? Just don't, not even put them on this wall anymore. It's you carry them. Carry those trophies with you. Predators would carry their the trophies of their dead ones on their necks, like a necklace of teeth or a necklace of ears. Roman has both belts on Paul Heyman's shoulders. Those are mine. Those are my trophies, along with this one right here.
Yeah.
I love that. So final thought of the night for Money in the Bank. It's gonna be a bloodbath. It's gonna be a banger. Can't wait.
Yes, it is. I can't wait either. I'm like, I ain't doing nothing on Saturday afternoon.
Saturday at noon. So
Yeah.
like 11 your time.
No. If it's noon your time, it's 10 my time.
Oh, is it? Okay, then yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's even better.
Like wake up to
I
that.
thought it was noon. Yeah. Yeah.
Anything else?
No.
That's it.
Yeah.
All right.
But
Did you watch?
do you think anybody's coming back?
Huh?
Do you think anybody's going to come back?
Anybody? I don't know. Like we got Matt Riddle back.
Yeah.
That's about it. I don't see anybody else coming back at this point.
I
Who?
I think Drew McIntyre is coming back.
For what? For where? where
I
do
think-
we put him?
I think he's going to start his feud up again with Roman Reigns. Because they're either Roman or he's coming back for Seth's championship.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
I think he's going to, yeah. Because he's always said, he wants to be, the champ again.
One more time.
Yep.
Put him in there. So let's say one of those win in the Money in the Bank contract. Who did we say? LA Knight.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the night, or cash in on Seth Rollins or Roman Reigns.
Well, seeing he's on SmackDown, I think he would, if he cashed in, it would be on Roman.
But not right now.
No.
Not tonight. Whoever's doing it is gonna we're gonna have to wait and see, because that is so awesome.
Yeah.
I can see LA Knight winning it, but everybody else is in there. It's like a solid person to show up.
Because they're probably going to do, that probably is going to be the first match. The men's.
Yeah.
Money in the Bank.
Women's after. Yeah. Of course.
Yeah. But none of the women are defending, are they?
No.
What happened? I wonder why.
What's next? SummerSlam? Yeah, so the next one will be SummerSlam. Which we're going to start doing all the episodes of SummerSlam here pretty soon.
Okay.
So we're going to be doing that. And then SummerSlam isn't until August this year, so we have a lot of time to go from July to August and talk about our favorite moments of SummerSlam, starting with SummerSlam 91, which will come out in the next few weeks. So keep an ear or an eye out for that episode. That's going to do it for the show. Follow us on our socials and support us from Under the Apron on Instagram, Spotify, and YouTube. Apron_stories on the Twitter. More info on the links on where you can listen or watch on the show notes. Listen to us on Apple, Spotify, or any other audio media you can listen to podcasts on. Make sure to rate us and leave us a review. And if you feel you want to do a little more, go to patreon.com/from Under the Apron podcast. Support us on the Patreon, become a top tier patron, and get patron privileges like our friend Sara here and our other friend Babel, who we did the old episode Screaming into the Void earlier in the week. Anything else, and I will shout you out at the end of every episode, like Babel V, Menace Smiling, Sara, Stephanie M, Dark Fae Creations, which we love talking about here. They're the ones with the candles. They are amazing. Y'all should just check out darkfaecreations.com and buy a candle. They are awesome. Trust me. I have Let Them Eat Cake still from my birthday in April. And I had the other one was Serial Killer from Halloween episodes that was inspired. So check out darkfaecreations.com. Enjoy a candle. Enjoy that. Next, Jolene, Miniature Dancer 51, Super Solid Kid Eclipse, John Decor, Unexpected Error Occurred, Seizure Queen, Purple Haze 94, Brenda Lamore 1, Zach WWE, Rowena the Queen of Persia, OMG is Ren, Jay Wowzer, OG Just Peachy, Hydrangea Water, The Grunge Witch, Hannah Time, Messenger Stupidity, Messy! This Girl 474, Tommy the Gun, Jerry Bomb, my favorite DJ on the streams, DJ Aaron, the Wee Daddy, who I hear he's related to somebody on NXT, since he tells me we're gonna do a little deep dive on that next few weeks and get him to talk about who he's really related to. Can't wait for you guys to hear that. Like, I was surprised as well. Rabbit Orlando, collector of all things sentimental, Mermaid, Queen of the Seas, Panda 19, Ashley TV, Philly Millie, Bree Flash, Taz Flash Arts, Dat Monster, The Heart Oregon, Cloudy November from the No is a Sentence podcast. Y'all should check out that podcast as well. Turtle Boy Flores, Zach from Kick, Happy Chic Blog, Punker Than Your Mother, Hopeful Kid Weasel Eclipse, Silly Billy, El Pepe Frito, Scott MG418, Celestial Moon Goddess. Damn, we're not even done. Jude 4, Sippy Hippie, Strawberry Chaotic, Kit Kat Baby, Izzy 760, Kayla Marie 95, Dix 9 Mercury, Full Heart Earth, DJ Crazy 76, hey DJ Crazy, Shut Up Patron, Ozzy Screw, Sincerely with Heart, Sierra Censored, Cookie Monster Kalani, V Nice 888, Panda Love 1, Vivi London, or Revi as we know her by, Lexi Girl 25, Ugly Hag on the Rag, Peach Peppermint, Wesley, Bluefy Berg, Sparky Rob, Chaos Corey 420, K Bear 0111, Swifty Ever After. We have a Swifty that is a wrestling fan as well. That is amazing. I love it. Swifties are wrestling fans. Taylor Swift fans are wrestling fans. I love that. One Savage Daughter, Zandic, Flirty Fox, Audible Avril, WTF Constantly, same here, Vampy Sleep, and Cantaloupe Harmonious, Clickbait Candy Lush, and Miss Sierra, which we love dearly around here. Sierra Censored. I'll do it again anyways. Little Letter Kenny reference there. Thank you guys for supporting this podcast. Patreon.com/From the Apron Podcast. Get your name shouted out. Support the podcast. Check out the show notes for links to other podcast stories that you heard on this episode. Send us a message of your favorite wrestling stories, questions, comments, ratings, or requests at our email. It is from undertheapron@gmail.com. Thank you for listening. Join the live, staying the gift, and being a huge part of this community. Tell your friends. Join us next time for more stories, movies, and TV show reviews, as well as wrestling-related stories when we come to you from Under the Apron.
Ew, this is your Strawberry Chaos speaking. I'm here to give you the end of podcast questions. But first, you may be thoroughly confused on who I am, and that's completely fine. Just listen to my words, answer the questions, and have a great time. Now, did you get your predictions in? How confident are you in these predictions? If you're listening to this late, boo you, but that's okay. Were the hosts correct, or were they horribly wrong? Were they sort of correct? Why don't you let them know in a comment? Or you can leave us a review. Also, rate if that is an option available to you. Much love, your Strawberry Chaos, end of podcast question host.